Get started. Was everybody on just about? With the Hancock Colfax Gateway. Alcides, how you doing? Good to see you again. We was working our butts off yesterday.
It's a good experience.
They're very good. About everybody's on. So today, I know you guys like to sit and just listen and observe. Today, I'll need participation. So just be prepared for that. So if you have a participation hat, make sure that you put it on and be ready to engage because we're going to be all about it today. All right, so we're talking about building teams today. Building teams, not team building, but building teams that you have in your stores. It's about 20 minutes or so, depending on how much we engage. And then I've had some things that we talked about in the last meeting with the other group, and we'll want to discuss those with you guys as well to see what your thoughts are, see how we can move forward, and then go from there. So the objective is a practical, teach a practical micro level approach to selecting a high potential team members using four key categories. So we'll ask a lot of questions and do some self-assessment. And if we can get through it, as last time we didn't, if we can get through it, then we can get to the later portion of a discussion of this training. Okay. So why careful selection matters? Okay, why does careful selection matters? So every hire, remember this is all about the culture and climate that you have in your stores, and that is the determining factor of how effectively you are able to move forward when it comes to managing your teams. So every hire shapes the team culture. The wrong fit can impact more morale, customer experience, and productivity. The right hire can elevate the whole store. So think of your best team member and name four qualities that make them great. And so each one of you will think of your best team member and think of four qualities that make them great. So everyone will give an answer. So no one will be free from just writing or doing other work. We will all engage. So think of your best team member and then come up with four qualities that make them great. And who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So mine will be my supervisor Ambrosia. She is not a night manager, but she plays the role as a night manager very well. She opens and closes the store for me on Sundays and Mondays. I can actually rest on those days because I know and have confidence in her that she'll operate the store in the same fashion I would.
Mhm.
She has good communication skills.
Right.
She's highly respected by her team members.
Right.
Customer service is out the roof. Yeah, she's an awesome person, and
Okay.
I depend on her a lot.
I like those. Those are really, really good, impactful qualities.
Yeah.
Really impactful qualities. What's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'm gonna say my furniture pricer. Her name is Tere. She is has great attitude. She gets along with everybody. She has a very unique way to set up the floor to make it look like if it's like American Furniture Warehouse, she says. It's nice and neat, and she's always on top of her teammates, and she gets along with everybody.
Okay. So she has some leadership qualities.
Yes.
Good. I like that. Who's next?
I'll go next. I picked my ladies hanger. Her attendance is great. She's cross-trained in multiple areas. She takes initiative to do things that she knows needs to be done, and she's very efficient in all aspects that she does work in. So I really like her a lot.
Initiative and efficiency. Those are good ones.
I'll be
I'll
next.
go next.
I got a nighttime supervisor, Reagan. He's always on time. He stays on tasks. He leads his team at night. He directs them,
Mhm.
and he'll do anything that is asked of.
Compliance, leadership, time management, as well as punctuality. I like those. Good qualities. Who's next?
Can it be me?
Yep.
Hi. So I would like to say at iLive, it's a lead furniture pricer, Christina. She's taking care of her department, making sales like 10 weeks in a row. And then when her work is done, then she comes to production and help us in production whenever we're missing something, that she's always there to help. That's all.
Okay. So flexibility.
Flexibility, yes. And she also has a good punctuality, and she has a great attendance.
Okay. Personable and attendance
She is reliable.
and reliable. Good qualities.
Thank you.
Next.
Right here.
oh.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Mine would be my ladies pricer. She's very dependable. She always has a positive attitude. She meets her piece count goals, her sales goals, and she takes initiative to help out. Like if the kids pricer calls out or the men's pricer, she automatically says, okay, is someone going to feed me kids racks? And she'll just price all the departments all day. She's amazing.
That's good. That's really good.
For me, I didn't pick a specific person, but some of the qualities that a lot of my staff have are they work well with our ambassadors.
Mhm.
They understand the process of, quotas and PPOs and stuff like that. They step up when needed and cover other spots to cover, people call out. Self-motivation is a big thing. And having the general vision of where we're heading, that's really huge for me. Like they can see the vision, they know where the process is, and we can put the things together to be successful.
So then a question for you then, them understanding the overall vision, where does that come from?
Years and years of working here. I have a very tenured staff. In fact, some of them I worked with the first time I worked at Fort Collins 13 plus years ago.
So them just working in the company and understanding how things operate and willingness to participate and perform and give everything for the vision.
Yeah, yeah, teamwork goes into that too as well. They work very well together because they've worked together for so long.
Mm,
So they're all on the same page.
got it. Very good. Very good. And Grand Junction?
First I want to say you're lucky, Ken, that you have so many years of experience at your store. So, that's excellent for you. However, I mean, I've got a few that have been here since the grand opening. So that's a plus, but really who I wanted to point out is one of my newer ones. She is just now going, this week moved to accessories pricing. I brought her on as a ladies sorter. I brought her on just based on the interview. I knew she was going to do very well. So we moved her. I mean, she went from sorting, she started hanging ladies right away. She was tagging right away. She asked to price ladies, but my accessories pricing came open. And so she just started this week, in the last 2 days has hit her goal just in the 2 days. She's out on the sales floor. Great leader, really, because she's working with an ambassador, which she didn't have on the sorting side. So this week she's already working well with the ambassador as her as her buddy. She follows direction well, works good with the team. I think it is just starting from the get-go, giving them the expectations. Here's what needs to be done. Here's how we do it. And just right off the bat, like you're saying, as we hire them, it should just immediately, right off the bat, set those expectations and don't let it fall into that. They get kind of into these ways once they've been here for a while if you don't just nip it right off the bat and just get them going right away. So her name's Jessica, and she just jumped right into anywhere that I needed her without me even asking. So
Make sure you let Jessica know she rocks.
I will. And I have many a times.
Very good. Okay, anybody else? Everybody else? Go
All
ahead.
right, I can go. I would say my production supervisor, she was fairly new to the position when I first came to this store. And since being here, she has picked up on like every department back there pretty quick. She's very flexible for me. When we like just recently lost our night manager, she changed up her schedule to help cover the front end on the days that our night manager was covering, because I had supervisors that couldn't change their stuff around. She has a great personality. She works back there with everybody and can get the job done with having fun at the same time. And then also, I think it was just that she learned everything pretty quickly. So she'll just go anywhere we do the trailers together. Anything that we need, she'll just do it with no complaints.
Teachability index. She's willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Next up.
I'll go next. So I don't have a best team member. I think everybody does a great job. My cashiers, my supervisors, production, furniture, the ambassadors, all of them do a great job. They know what needs to be done, they do it, and it's all about teamwork.
Very good. So you got teamwork and knowing their job. What else?
I'll go next. The person that I think has like all those good qualities is my production assistant, Mike. He's always punctual, always willing to help others. He's always willing to get everyone going in the back in production, make sure we stay on task. He's my right hand at work all the time. And I mean, without him, I don't know where I would be or what I would do, because he's the hammer sometimes when I need to be strict sometimes and get the job done. He's always there by my side, making sure we get things done in a timely manner. And if not, he'll stay a little extra to help out. And I mean, I couldn't ask for a better person to work with.
So exhibits a lot of leadership qualities from front to back.
Kevin, I'll share my list. Do I
Okay,
get to play too?
absolutely.
All right, my not a specific person, but what we've seen over the years and what makes a successful manager in our thrift stores is somebody who has excellent communication skills, a team player, dependable, proactive, professional, flexible, and a positive attitude really goes a long way. So that's my list for what it's worth.
Those are, and we appreciate it all. Those are all fantastic qualities to look for and for a person to exhibit. Who's next?
So my list is of course Barry and Alcides, who happen to be on this Zoom. It would be no one else but them, of course. But it would be the hard work, the honesty, because sometimes you got to deliver some tough messages. And so the honesty that they have, the loyalty that they have to the organization, the dedication and the thoroughness, right? No shortcuts. That plus all the other qualities everyone else listed. But geez, Barry and Alcides, what can I say?
Top notch, right? Cream of the crop.
Mhm. Standing tall, standing tall.
Who's next?
So, I have a couple people that are like top, but the one in particular is my sorter. Not only is she a lady sorter that can control the line and do what she needs to do for her job, but she has a can-do attitude and she'll help out anywhere. She pulls bills, she'll pull melons and pallets, she'll go help out learning pricing bric-a-brac. She just helps out anywhere and everywhere. Always on time, great attendance. Yeah, she's just awesome.
She rocks. And what's her name again?
Valerie, she was supposed to be nominated for Employee of the Month, but I don't know if anybody flipped the page and circled her.
The one on the back, huh? The one on the back. Okay.
Don't worry, she'll have a chance, Marie.
Yeah. Have to get Val on the first page. All right. Last but not least.
Go. My men's pricer, he is fantastic. His name is Gary. He's willing to help out all of his teammates in the back no matter what. If they know that they're struggling, he'll come and ask me, hey, can I go help out Abby the unloader or Jack the cloth unloader to get some more product on the table. He has great positive thinking, and I think that's really important, especially on really bad days sometimes in production. That positive thinking can really help out the other teammates trying to push through the day and do the best we can for that day. Communicates well with his managers, always asks questions when he feels like he doesn't know what he needs to be doing at that time. And just a great overall attitude, I think. It makes the day go by much better.
It's good. Positive thinking, great attitude. That's infectious. All right. We have one more, or is that it? Okay. All right. So those are all fantastic qualities. Okay, those are all fantastic qualities. And so when you guys are looking for new team members or to build your team, you should be looking from that stance and creating that environment. If you like positive people, you like people that have great attitudes, that are infectious, then and that is your core group, you should continuously look for people that fit that. Okay, because that's the culture that you're trying to build. All right. Okay. So there's 4 qualities that I thought of that I think you should always be looking for when it comes to looking for the right fit. And these are just mine. When I'm doing an interview, you want to look for current job skills. Okay, does this person come with any job skills that will allow me to have to teach less? pull me away from my job as a leader. If this person comes with retail experience, okay, great. What type, man, now, can this person hit the ground running and as quickly as possible? Because I know you guys need that. You guys need the people that you can insert ASAP and give you the least amount of training to do. Okay. So can they do the job right now? What relevant experience do they have? Customer service, donations, and handling merchandise? And how well do they understand thrift store operations? If they worked at an ARC or our competitors before, then fantastic. They already understand the flow. They already understand the flow. That's a plus. So then what are the top 3 skills that you look for when you're hiring someone in your store? What are the top 3 skills that you look for when you're hiring someone? A skill. When you're bringing someone in, what is a skill that you look for when you're bringing them into the store?
I'll go. Mine would be comprehension, their understanding, communication, how well they communicate with me and my supervisors in the store. And the third one, I gotta be honest, would be if they had on their last job, what was their attendance like?
Okay.
Attendance is very important because if you're not here, then you're no good to the team.
True.
Right?
Yep.
So I need that attendance, communication, and not only being able to speak well, but I need to know that you understand what is being told to you.
How well they comprehend.
Yes.
How well they comprehend. Okay, give me 2 more people with three things. 2 more people, 3 things that you look for in a candidate that you are interested in hiring.
Jerry, I don't think you responded in the first question. Why don't you help us out? Katerina, it'd be nice to have you help as well.
I think efficiency is one big job skill that we look for in a person when we're hiring them. And dedication, like, is this person gonna be dedicated to the job assigned? And just dedicated to the team in general. Another one is like your current job skills, like current job history, like what did you do beforehand? How did you play into that? And what did you put into it to become a team member where you worked before? Because a lot of those things matter here, not just at the ARC store, but at any job, But I think for us, those are very important skills to look for in a person. You really got to read a person when you're interviewing them for a job. And you got to understand, you got to, punctuality is major, and you got to make sure, is that person going to be on time? Is that person going to be, reliable for the job? Just a lot of things that play into that. So, but those are 3 that I came up with.
Okay, I like those. Where's Katerina at? We can get her to answer the first question.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, things I look for is an ability to communicate, and being able to express their desire to actually come to work for us, their past experience, and a willingness to learn new things. Those are things I look for.
I like that. The teachability index.
Yep.
Teachability index. I like that. Where's Katerina? Okay, Katerina.
I would always will look for the person who is able to listen and not just to give right answers, but to give thoughtful answers. Then I will always look for what is motivation behind to get the job. And yeah, I would explore what previous experience that person has to find a right spot for that person.
Okay, and you said motivation to
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 get the job.
perform?
To get a job.
To get the job. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Audrey?
I would say the open and willingness to learn for sure. Because right now, like I do a lot of cross training and stuff, so I bring that up in any interviews that I do. So the willingness to learn and to be moved around frequently, and then honestly, like the personality of the person as well. If they're kind, how they're going to be with our ambassadors, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I think about too in the back of my head as well with any of the interviews that I've been doing.
So when you have those questions, when you have those things in the back of your mind, do you bring them? Do you express them?
I do. I'm a very honest person, so I do I kind of over communicate when I'm doing anything with anybody really. Interviews, first days, everything. Like I tell them from start to beginning or end of what to expect. I let them know about the ambassadors. They're a very important part of our jobs. And a lot of people that I've interviewed, like they really like that about what we do. And a lot of them didn't know what we did until I talked to them about it in the interview.
Yes, that's really important for them to know. Very good. Okay, we'll move on to category number 2, which you talked about, Audrey. So personality and culture fit. Personality and culture fit. Does this person match the vibe of the current team? Because if they don't, and we bring them in out of necessity, oh, I need someone, I just need someone right now. I just need someone to do this, and I bring them in out of necessity. It's almost like trying to mix oil and water. Okay, and it's almost trying to mix oil and water, which is going to make your job even harder because now you have to manage personalities. Now you have to manage people as opposed to just inserting someone with those other qualities that you talked about, but then also finding the right personality fit. That's huge for the culture. That's going to be huge for the culture. So just ensuring that we are taking a look at, is this person right? Is this person going to be able to interact well with, Susie and sorting and John as the donation attendant? Is this person going to be able to fit right? Is this person going to have good customer service skills on the floor and be able to communicate what we have going on? And those things will enhance or disrupt your culture. It can very easily do it. Consider the attitude, the energy, the values, and the communication style of would this person support or challenge the store's vibe in a positive way, and what are the long-term effects of it? Because that there's always a ripple effect. There's always a ripple effect. All right. So what type of personalities thrive in your store culture? 2 people. Give me 2 people that the personalities or 2 personalities traits that thrive in your stores.
It doesn't matter their personality. We're here and they need to be ethical to everybody while they're at work.
Okay, I get that, ethical, yes, but personality traits. Like we have positive mindset. Do you is your group a positive mindset, or is your group like really task oriented? Because if you got someone in there, if you bring a positive mindset person in and they're trying to rally up everyone and everybody else, like, look, I'm working right now. That's going to be like oil and water. That's going to be like oil and water, which is now going to force you to come out of your chair and work more or leave your post to work some more. Now you have to manage this person's personality amongst everyone else's. So just keep that stuff in mind. Just keep that stuff in mind. Who do I have to manage based on their personality? How do I have to integrate them? Do I have to give them some sort of foresight as to the type of group that I'm introducing them to? You know, if I just introduce a positive person into a task-oriented environment, without saying, "Hey, these guys are here. I like your energy, I really do, but my team is really task-oriented. They like to really focus on their job at hand. So, and I love your energy. If you can direct that into, this area, or at this particular time, then that will help out the culture more than you just trying to come in and inspire everyone to be great. So if you can give them direction as to how to utilize their personality or integrate, then that could help out with the culture as well. Now they have awareness. They're not walking into an environment without any understanding. You got that? Does that sound like a good deal? Okay. And then we'll run out of time here. This is good though. So now, like we talked about before, the teachability index. Teachability index. Are they willing and eager to learn? Are they willing and eager to learn? Do they take feedback well and show curiosity? And can you envision them improving quickly with coaching? If you don't get that vibe from them, then it's probably been the wrong fit for the culture. And sometimes what I learned from the other meeting is that it's not necessarily the new people. It's some of the older people that have been in the company for a long time, and they feel like they may know more than others, or I've been here so long and this is just how we do it. This is how it's always been done. Sometimes that's the wrong mindset. Sometimes that's the wrong mindset, and they need to, evolve to what the current culture is in the store. So think of someone who started with a few skills and became a top performer, and what made the difference?
I'll go.
Okay.
So this is going to be my night manager. I'm sorry, my production supervisor. I'm sorry. So it's Nadia. She started, she came from Walmart, did her customer service. She's great, but we had her in sorting. When I became store manager, she was a sorter. We then moved her to relief supervisor, and she's now my production supervisor, and she's just rocking it. It is the leading and the coaching and the her willingness to learn and just be a leader that was in her, and we just saw it and just brought it out. And she's just thriving. So, and I mean, she started as a sorter. She would have never thought that she was going to be a production supervisor and working on assistant manager in no time, really. So, yeah. So just getting that teaching going and coaching and keeping following up. And if she makes a mistake, she owns up to it. It's no backing down, it's no. She doesn't push back on me at all. If she has feedback and I can say, oh, okay, I get why or whatever, then we talk about it. It's no negativity. It always goes back to a positive. And yeah, being a team leader, and yeah, she's great. And like I said, she started as a sorter, so she's come a long way.
So does the teaching and coaching, is it a one-time deal?
Oh, absolutely not. It's every day.
It's every day.
She just walked in here while we've been on this and asked me something, and it was like, oh, okay, great. Thank you. And yeah, it's all day, every day. It's a
constant environment that we have to create.
Yes.
Like we were talking about customer service in the managers meeting, and we were talking about it, and said some wanted to have a video, and when it comes to customer service is ever evolving. It's constantly changing because of the interactions and the situations. So when it comes to customer service, you guys should be constantly role playing. If you want them to speak the language, you have to speak the language to them, to your team. Because if they don't know the language, then it's our job to speak the language to them. Talk to them about about how to interact and role play. And there's always a little bit of downtime where in passing, and make it a standard where you have, hey, if you have downtime and you guys are passing, while you guys are on the way to the break room, hey, role play customer service scenario. Role play. I need you to role play with 2 people per day. Find time to role play with 2 people per day. That way you can enhance your customer service skills and constantly are speaking the language. You're constantly speaking the language. You're constantly being polite. Not everyone comes with the skills that you guys have. Not everyone comes with the temperament that you have, and situations could always present themselves. I may have gotten up on the wrong side of the bed today, and this individual may have had someone probably cut him off on the way into the store, and now we meet. Now we meet. One of us has to have the temperament to understand that, hey, I am here to provide a positive experience for you. I'm here to provide a positive experience for you. You came in looking for a positive experience, so let's work this whole thing out and let's get the experience that you want, and we can take care of you, and you'll want to come back. Okay, so just continue to foster that environment of teachability index, the willingness to learn. Continue to create that and nurture that. The more you talk about it, the more they will regurgitate it, because it's what they know. It's what they know. If we don't talk about it, then they are going to talk about what they know. You only fall back onto your teaching. Whenever you get into a situation where the situation is high pressure, you're going to fall back on your training. And whatever that training is, whether it's learned behavior, which you watch on TV, that is just going to come out. What you watch on social media, that's what's going to come out. So we got to make sure, with so much influence going on now today, we have to be influential in our stores, influential leaders. Okay. I know this is going to, look, I'm going to tell you guys, I really do appreciate this, because we didn't even get through half of this training. So this is going to cut off, but we will pick this back up. Okay, we'll pick this back up because there's more to this training than this.